to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
The rumors have finally been confirmed. Teyana Taylor has walked away. After months of emotional ups and downs, speculation, and hidden tension, she has officially left Iman for good. What seemed like an unbreakable couple has now fallen apart, in the most public and shocking way possible. Fans have been following their story closely, noticing cracks in their bond long before this moment. But nothing could prepare them for the news that followed. Teyana is having a baby, and not with Iman, but with Aaron. The man once seen as a side character in this love triangle is now a central part of Teyana's life. The betrayal, the heartbreak, and the sheer magnitude of it all have left Iman completely shattered. While some say this was a long time coming, others are stunned at how quickly things unraveled. It's not just a breakup, it's a complete transformation of everyone's lives involved. The fallout has begun, and this story is far from over. Teyana's decision to end her relationship with Iman didn't happen overnight. It was a choice that built up over time, quietly and painfully behind closed doors. According to insiders close to the couple, she reached her breaking point after months of being emotionally neglected. Reports suggest that she packed her bags and walked away without looking back. Iman tried to stop her, even allegedly begging her to stay, but she had already made up her mind. Their once passionate connection had dissolved into endless arguments, unresolved feelings, and public embarrassment. Teyana felt emotionally drained and unsupported, especially when she needed Iman the most. Her silence during the early rumors wasn't acceptance, it was survival. Eventually, the weight of it all became too much to carry. Walking away wasn't a weakness, it was her reclaiming power. This wasn't just the end of a relationship, it was the start of her choosing herself. When news broke that Teyana was pregnant and that the father was Aaron, the internet exploded. Fans were stunned. The revelation dropped like a bombshell, sending shockwaves across social media platforms. Just days after the public learned about the breakup, they were hit with a second headline. Teyana is expecting. And not just expecting, she's expecting a child with Aaron, the man who had been quietly lingering in the background of this love triangle. Many fans had speculated about their closeness, but no one expected confirmation this soon. The speed of it all had people questioning when their relationship really began. Was this emotional overlap, or had feelings been simmering long before the public knew? Regardless, Teyana appeared calm and confident while announcing the pregnancy. She didn't hide. She didn't apologize. She stood in her truth and chose her peace, knowing full well the chaos that would follow. Iman's reaction to the pregnancy news was as intense as expected. Sources close to him said he was completely blindsided and learned about it not through Teyana, but via social media. That public discovery added salt to an already deep wound. The betrayal hit hard and his emotions boiled over. He reportedly confronted Aaron in a moment of rage, demanding answers but got little closure. Iman, once known for his cool and collected demeanor, was now unraveling in private. His close friends say he's been battling insomnia, heartbreak, and humiliation. The thought of Aaron now taking the role he once had in Teyana's life left him shattered. What hurt most wasn't just losing her, but seeing her move on so quickly and completely. To him, this wasn't just a failed relationship, it was the collapse of the life he thought he was building. And for now, all he has left is pain and unanswered questions. Aaron has suddenly gone from being in the background to being center stage. Once viewed as a possible distraction in Teyana's life, he is now firmly established in her future. With a baby on the way, his role is no longer a question, it's a reality. He's reportedly been by Teyana's side throughout her emotional journey, offering her the emotional stability she once sought from Iman. While many doubted his sincerity in the beginning, Aaron has remained silent in public, letting his actions speak louder than any statement. Insiders say he's attended all doctor's appointments and even helped Teyana move into a new place. His support seems consistent, calm, and focused, but not everyone is convinced. Some in Teyana's circle worry about how quickly this has all happened. Others see a man stepping up and trying to make things right. Whether or not Aaron is ready for fatherhood, one thing's certain. he's here to stay. Fans have taken sides, and the internet is a battlefield of opinions. Some fans are praising Teyana for choosing her peace and moving forward with someone who makes her feel valued. Supporters have created hashtags like Tashi Teyana Strong and Her Fresh Start to celebrate her journey. Others, however, are accusing her of moving on too fast, calling her actions impulsive and inconsiderate. TikTok and Twitter are flooded with emotional reactions, reaction videos, and even parody skits about the love triangle. Memes are everywhere, showing Iman's pain and Aaron's rise. Some fans have even messaged Teyana personally, offering support, while others wrote long posts begging Iman to fight for his family. Meanwhile, Aaron's quiet demeanor has sparked both curiosity and criticism. Is he genuine or just benefiting from the drama? As the digital war rages on, one thing is clear. This isn't just a story anymore. It's a cultural moment unfolding in real time. Teyana's pregnancy and Aaron's involvement have drastically reshaped the dynamic of a family, once admired for its unity and seemingly perfect bond. What was once a picture of love and success now appears fractured in ways that many fans had not anticipated. Those who were holding on to hope for a reconciliation between Tiana and Iman are now faced with the sobering reality that such a reunion may no longer be in the cards. The emotional shift has been palpable, especially with Iman's noticeable retreat from the public eye. Once vocal and ever-present, he now chooses silence over statements, allowing his absence and demeanor to speak volumes. His heartbreak is evident. Even in the moments where he tries to put on a brave face, the pain lingers in his expression, hinting at a deeper struggle beneath the surface. Teyana, on the other hand, is approaching her new chapter with a surprising sense of calm and grace, despite facing scrutiny from the public and media. Reports suggest that she is preparing for her child's arrival with a careful mix of hope and caution. The journey has not been easy, and the weight of judgment is something she feels, even if she doesn't publicly acknowledge it. Yet, those closest to her reveal that she is doing the work to heal. She's taking things slowly, prioritizing her mental and emotional well-being, and learning to rebuild her sense of trust. In a time where uncertainty could easily consume her, she is choosing to focus on the tangible and the immediate, one day at a time. Aaron's involvement remains a point of tension and controversy. While his presence has sparked debate and criticism, those close to Teyana say he offers her a certain sense of stability she hasn't felt in a long time. Whether it's the comfort of new beginnings or simply the contrast he presents to past pain, there's a noticeable peace in her demeanor when he's around. However, nothing about this situation is simple. Beyond the emotional entanglements, there are practical matters that must be navigated: custody arrangements, co-parenting responsibilities, and the complexities of forming a blended family. These are not just private conversations. They unfold under the scrutiny of an audience who feels invested in every update, every rumor, and every photo posted online. What was once a private family matter has now turned into a public spectacle, fueled by speculation, debate, and an overwhelming amount of digital commentary. As the situation evolves, the questions become harder to answer. Will Iman attempt to fight for the woman he once called his partner, or has the door truly closed? Will he step back and allow this new chapter to unfold without resistance, choosing peace over conflict? The emotional toll of these decisions is undoubtedly heavy. And while the public offers their opinions, the people directly involved must live with the consequences in real time. Aaron, too, faces a tremendous amount of pressure. He has stepped into a situation already heavy with emotional weight, and now must prove whether he's ready for the responsibility that comes with it. Being a supportive partner is one thing. Becoming a father figure, possibly co-parenting in a complicated family setup, is another. The question remains, will he rise to the occasion, or will the reality of the situation become too much to handle? Teyana's readiness to move forward is equally uncertain. While she appears grounded in her current choices, the emotional residue from her past relationship with Iman could easily resurface. Healing is rarely linear, and there may be moments when the pain of what was lost comes rushing back. Trust is fragile, especially when built on the ruins of heartbreak. And even though she is focused on what lies ahead, the past is not so easily forgotten. This situation, which began as a personal and painful unraveling, has morphed into something much larger, a narrative that feels more like a scripted drama than real life. Yet it is real. Every emotion, every tear, every decision is being felt by actual people navigating their lives in front of a world that refuses to look away. The public's interest turns every misstep into a headline and every hint of joy into fodder for speculation. But beyond the gossip and hashtags are individuals just trying to survive the storm. As this deeply personal story continues to unfold, only those directly involved truly understand the weight of what has been lost and what could still be salvaged. It's a moment in their lives that will be remembered not just for the heartbreak, but for how they each chose to respond to it. The legacy of their story is being shaped now, in real time, with each action and reaction carrying long-term consequences. While the internet watches and the world reacts, the truth remains known only to a few. What comes next is uncertain, but one thing is clear: this is not the end of the story. It is simply a new chapter, messy, emotional, and very, very real. Teyana's decision to walk away from Iman marks the end of one era and the beginning of another. Her pregnancy with Aaron adds layers of complexity, emotion, and future challenges. Iman's heartbreak is painful to witness, and no amount of fame can shield him from the rawness of it all. Aaron's quiet presence has now become a defining part of Teyana's next chapter. The internet remains glued to this emotional roller coaster, tracking every update like it's a season finale. Whether this ends in peace or more conflict, only time will tell. But one thing is for certain: Teyana has taken control of her story. She's no longer waiting to be saved. She's saving herself. And in doing so, she's ignited a cultural conversation about love, loss, and starting over. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.